Hello everyone. This story is about, what if Naruto and Hinata started living together after she was kicked out of the Hyuga clan? Becoming fast friends, Naruto and Hinata grow close to each other. After a few days of Hinata being absent from the academy, Naruto finds her in tears with only a backpack next to her. Please like, share and subscribe. Now let's start. Hinata had not felt anything in what seemed like a lifetime. An overwhelming sense of numbness had dominated Hinata's world for so long. The colors of the world seemed dulled and sounds were distant and distorted. She had exited her home, no, the Hyuga compound, ages ago, and had simply wandered the streets of Konoha with her personal belongings. I don't even know where I am, Hinata thought to herself. She couldn't believe how alien her home village looked to her eyes. Though, if Hinata was truthful with herself, she had never seen much of Konoha outside of the academy and the Hyuga compound. The most she had seen of the village other than her daily treks between her former home and the academy had been the day she had skipped with Naruto. Did that really happen? Hinata silently asked. The entire world was so numb and her memories seemed so distant. The past few days had been one continuing, waking nightmare, and the only recent comfort she could find was that the physical pain had receded to a bearable level. Hey! Hinata-chan! Wait up! Hinata wasn't sure she had actually heard Naruto's voice. It was strange, she simultaneously wanted and feared Naruto's presence. The short friendship Naruto and Hinata shared had allowed Hinata to experience true happiness for the first time since her mother passed away. She wanted Naruto to sweep in and fill her with confidence and assure her that she was worth something. However, she was terrified that Naruto would see her so low. Would Naruto look at her like the members of her clan and simply walk away? Do I even have family? Hinata once again fought against the dark and lonely thoughts that were pushing to the forefront of her mind. Her shoulders slumped and her backpack slid from her shoulders. Hinata vaguely registered the fact that her pack didn't hit the ground. I've missed you. You okay? His voice was so soft that Hinata wanted to imagine it was a blanket. She wanted to wrap herself up in Naruto's presence. On the other hand, the numbness that was threatening to engulf her would engulf her if Naruto rejected her like the Hyuga had. One of her dreams had been snatched away and shattered in front of her already. There was no way Hinata could bear having her dream of a meaningful, open, and trusting friendship with Naruto destroyed as well. The years of training her Byakugan had greatly increased her spatial awareness. Hinata could almost see Naruto tense up due to her silence. She took a moment in a vain attempt to compose herself. Hinata was on the verge of tears. Her pain, both emotional and physical, had returned and chased away the numbness as she acknowledged it. However, the pain was not what had brought her to the brink. It was hope. Hinata gathered the tattered remains of her courage and hope and slowly turned to face Naruto. She felt her best friend tense up. Hinata-chan, what happened? Naruto asked in a whisper. Hinata could feel the concern in his voice. The concern gave her hope. If Naruto still cared, that meant Hinata still had someone who believed in her. As long as she had one person, she could keep moving forward. Hinata started to speak, but the words caught in her throat and the tears flowed freely. Without thinking, she jumped forward and gripped Naruto's shirt tightly. Naruto furthered, tensed up. He had no idea what was going on beyond the obvious fact that Hinata was very, very upset. The young man felt like each choked sob was a physical blow. Naruto didn't make a sound and looked to the heavens. Rain, of course it would rain when Hinata-chan cries, Naruto thought. Nah, Hinata-chan, it's going to rain. My house is pretty close by. No point in getting soaked. Well, beyond my shirt, Naruto silently added. Why you're home? Hinata managed to force out. Her voice was a bit muffled because she was speaking into Naruto's chest. She could feel Naruto nodding with enthusiasm. Hinata felt safe for the first time since the Hyuga elders had unceremoniously torn down her world. There was something about Naruto's presence that made Hinata feel welcomed. It was almost as if he was her chauffeur, her key, to a larger world. Yeah, we can grab a bite to eat and stay out of the rain, Naruto said with as much warmth as he could muster. He wanted to ask what happened to his best friend, but something in the back of his mind made him hold off for a while. Hinata's lack of verbal response only added to his unease. Something horrible had happened. Hinata's next action stunned Naruto. He wasn't going to complain, but he just hadn't expected Hinata to not let go. She simply shifted to the side so that Naruto could guide her to his house. Naruto shifted a bit so he could carry Hinata's backpack a bit easier. It only took a short time for the pair of academy students to reach Naruto's apartment. Naruto unlocked his door and led Hinata inside. Hinata looked around the room and saw a stack of papers sitting on Naruto's lone end table. She could clearly read a note that said "Give to Hinata" in bold lettering. Hinata took a deep breath as she took in the energy of the apartment. Naruto's apartment felt less like a museum and more like an actual home. "You hungry?" Naruto asked as he put Hinata's backpack on the couch. Hinata turned and nodded. She still couldn't trust her voice. Naruto smiled at the subtle nod and walked into the kitchen. "I've got pre-made bentos and instant ramen. What would you like?" "Be bento," Hinata said quietly. "'Kay. Have a seat at the table, and I'll bring it out." "You want chicken, beef, or tofu?" Naruto shouted from his small kitchen. Hinata's face scrunched up. Tofu had been all the elders had been willing to feed her. Occasionally, someone had smuggled another food, but officially all she had eaten during her short imprisonment had been tofu. Hinata swore she would eat a live prawn before she would ever eat tofu again. Naruto noticed her look of disgust and shook his head. "I can't blame you for not wanting tofu. The only reason I even have that junk is Iruka-sensei wants me to eat something healthy," Naruto said conversationally. He had noticed Hinata's look of disgust, but could not understand why she looked so disgusted. "Chicken then?" Again, Hinata could only nod. Naruto brought over 2 bentos and joined Hinata at the small kitchen table. The pair shared an itadakamasu, which Naruto added an extra dose of enthusiasm. Naruto tried to engage Hinata in conversation. He told her about the happenings at the academy. The conversation never turned directly to Hinata's situation. Naruto never pressured her for details. Eventually, the pressure, or rather lack of pressure, got to Hinata. She was well aware that Naruto knew something terrible had happened and had occasionally opened the door for Hinata to talk about what had happened. However, he had never directly asked. Why are you doing this, Naruto-kun? Why aren't you pitying me?" Everyone else did," Hinata whispered as she stared at her pickled vegetables. "I won't pity you," Naruto said with a hint of firmness. Hinata's gaze shot up from her bento and directly into Naruto's eyes. "Pity, I wouldn't want anyone to pity me. Pity makes me think they are looking down on me." "Oh, I'm so sorry, but at least it's you and not me," Naruto finished in a tone that sounded alien yet familiar to Hinata. She couldn't find her voice, but this time it wasn't due to her emotional numbness. It was the indomitable look in Naruto's eyes. "I'll never look down on you. Besides, you don't need pity. You need help and a friend. I need help and a friend. I can't tell you how many times I've put on a brave face to hide the fact that I was frustrated from all my failures. If I hadn't heard you wish me luck before that spar with Sasuke, I simply would have left. You gave me a reason to stay and keep trying. We're not perfect, but I know we don't need to be." Naruto leaned forward as he spoke. Hinata felt as though she had become rooted in place. She couldn't have been moved by any force on earth. Though, she admitted to herself, she wouldn't have wanted to move. I can't imagine you giving up," Hinata trembled as she spoke. She could feel a sense of existence returning and she welcomed it. "If it wasn't for you and Iruka-sensei, I probably would have given up. You have no idea how much you've helped me find the right way." Naruto's voice lost all its firmness. Instead, a softness had filled the void created by the disappearance of the authoritative tone. The small fragment of doubt Hinata harbored and buried deep in her mind about Naruto's chances of becoming Hokage died instantly. She felt ashamed that she had ever doubted Naruto, even in her lowest and most desperate moments. "You are so much stronger than me," Hinata finally spoke. "Nah, you could probably hand my ass to me if we ever fought," Naruto said with complete honesty. "That's not what I meant," the young woman whispered and fought against the upward twitch on her lips. You are stronger because you can keep going. Naruto-kun, you are strong, because even though you fail you get back up and keep trying. Hinata-chan, you can have that strength. I can't give it to you, but I can help you find it, Naruto met Hinata's whisper. Thank you, was all Hinata could say. You're welcome. Now, no offense, but you look like you're about to fall over. You can use my bed, Naruto spoke gently as he helped Hinata get up from the kitchen table. Hinata was so focused on analyzing the conversation she had just shared with Naruto, and with her own fatigue, that she didn't register Naruto guiding her to the bedroom. Hinata screamed as she felt the chakra brand caress her forehead. She could see her father in the background, flanked by two guards. The disappointment and shame rolling off him was palpable. Her vision became blurry as the Hyuga Seal Masters declared the ceremony complete. Hinata-chan. Hinata-chan, it's okay, you're in my apartment. Naruto's voice pierced the veil and Hinata bolted awake. Naruto had both hands on her shoulders and looked absolutely terrified. Hinata was about to ask how Naruto got into the Hyuga compound when she noticed several odd details. 1. The bed wasn't the traditional bed roll. It was a civilian-style raised bed. Second, there was a poster on the wall, behind Naruto that said ramen. Third, there was a stack of basic training scrolls next to a picture of Naruto and Irika-sensei. Hinata instantly tensed up. What am I doing in Naruto-kun's home? Then, the memories of the night started to become accessible through the haze of her nightmare. Naruto had found her wandering the streets and brought her to his home. How did he get here so quick? What if he had been in the bed? Hinata thought in a panic. I was going to the bathroom and I heard you start screaming. I've been trying to wake you up for a good couple of minutes. I had a nightmare about what happened to me, Hinata admitted before wincing. Her hand found its way to her forehead. You're safe here, Naruto assured Hinata. I think we should change your bandages. You're bleeding a bit. Hinata scooted away from Naruto. She couldn't let him see. Please, I can do it myself. I know you can, but you can't see where it's really bad. I can help you. I promise, whatever is wrong won't change my feelings. Hinata tensed up even more than she thought possible, but silently agreed. Naruto nervously unwrapped the bandages. He gasped as he saw the hooked lines extending from Hinata's temples to the center of her forehead. He brushed Hinata's bangs out of the way. Naruto felt his temper flare as he saw the manji dominating his best friend's forehead. Who did this to you? Naruto hissed. Hinata looked up and swore that she saw Naruto's eyes flash red for a moment. The moment passed quickly and the anger, while still present, was pushed aside by concern. Hinata found it strangely comforting that someone was angry for her instead of at her. The Hyuga clan, I wasn't acceptable as heiress. Hinata choked out. They removed me. They are full of shit. You are incredible. There is no way in hell you deserved this. Naruto growled. Hinata's situation struck him as beyond cruel. Naruto decided that he hated the Hyuga. He closed his eyes and took a calming breath. Naruto opened them and helped Hinata change her bandages. Thank you, Naruto-kun, Hinata said behind a yawn. She felt better, but couldn't shake the thrill of fear she had experienced during Naruto's moment of anger. There was something primal about it. However, she never feared that Naruto's anger would be directed at her. She had faith in their friendship. You're welcome. I'll move my sleeping bag in here, in case you need anything else, Naruto promised. Hinata nodded and found a comfortable spot in Naruto's bed. This wasn't her old home, but she felt more welcomed here than she ever did at the Hyuga compound. The subtle shifting of the bed shook Hinata out of a thankfully dreamless sleep. She slowly opened her eyes and saw Naruto sitting at the edge of the bed. And Naruto-kun? Hinata asked sleepily. Her fatigue was so deep that she felt it in her bones. On top of that, she felt incredibly sore. It seemed as if the physical toll of her banishment had caught up with her. Yep, it's me. Are you able to go to the academy? Naruto asked. Hinata barely shook her head. Oh, well, I'll be back after classes. I'll get your assignments while I'm there. Naruto tried to head for the door, but Hinata grabbed his hand. Please, stay here, at least for today. Okay, I guess you aren't feeling good enough yet, Naruto said. Not good enough, the words of the Hyuga elders echoed in her mind. Hinata involuntarily flinched. Hey, Hinata-chan, what do you want for breakfast? I don't exactly have much here. I am when Ichan generally makes me breakfast, or when we get a day off I eat instant ramen. Naruto finished excitedly. Hinata felt a faint smile find its way to her lips at Naruto's enthusiasm for instant ramen. I bet Naruto-kun will declare ramen to be Konoha's official food when he becomes Hokage, Hinata thought in amusement. A second thought exploded in front of her. It was truly amazing how Naruto could make her feel like her name, a sunny place. One day, she would thank him for that. Cinnamon rolls, please, Hinata said quietly. Okay, I'll be back soon. I promise. Naruto put every ounce of sincerity he could into his voice. Hinata nodded and watched as Naruto bounded out the door. Once again, she was struck by how safe and welcome she felt around Naruto. Hinata was in the middle of a dream about seeing the ocean. Ko had told her stories about the ocean several times. Now, she was imagining what it would be like to be on a boat. She could even feel the ship rocking as it pushed through the waves. To Hinata's great surprise, she could smell cinnamon. Cinnamon? Oh, I guess Naruto-kun is back, or is he? I've been in a daze for so long. Hinata pondered her situation as she sat up. And Naruto-kun, you came back? Hinata asked with a yawn. Naruto didn't say anything, but Hinata was pretty sure he nodded. She frowned. Her dream had been about running away, perhaps becoming a healer. Thus, she had a bit of trouble believing the silent Naruto in front of her was Naruto-kun and not a product of her dream. I wasn't a dream the last time you did that, Hinata-chan, Naruto said between giggles. Hinata shot up and gasped. She couldn't believe she had poked him again. Sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. I've only been gone a few minutes. Breakfast is on the table. Hinata swung her legs around to sit at the edge of the bed. She was rubbing the sleep from her eyes and silently berating herself. What kept causing her to do that? Maybe, just maybe, she should leave Konoha. Has anyone told you how cute you are? Naruto asked innocently. Hinata stared at Naruto for a moment in shock. How can he do that? How can he drive away my dark thoughts and doubts with a few words? Hinata wondered. And no, Hinata confessed. It should happen more often, Naruto said idly, though, a part of him didn't like the idea of some of his classmates saying that to Hinata. Naruto had no idea what to make of that impulse and brushed it aside. Naruto smiled as Hinata followed him to the table. The pair started eating after Naruto admitted he had never had cinnamon rolls before. Wow, I just figured out something else we have in common, Naruto let out a satisfied sigh. Oh? Hinata was still whispering, but the forlorn tone was slowly lessening. We have great taste in food, the boy announced with finality. It was almost as if he was warding off someone coming through the door and disagreeing with his pronouncement. Hinata wished she could smile at Naruto's antics. She could feel the desire to smile and Naruto's warmth pushing aside the shroud of gloom surrounding her. Thank you, Hinata responded politely. Tell you what, Hinata-chan, I'll bring in ramen from Ichiraku tonight. Naruto excitedly promised. If you want to, the girl said after finishing a second cinnamon roll. Her hunger surprised her, but she was thankful Naruto had brought her food with flavor. I'll let you try my favorite. Naruto said happily. His happiness faded but never truly left as he thought of something. That is, if you want to try it. I know, things kinda suck right now. But, I'll help you get through it. If you want to eat something other than ramen, let me know. I would like to try it, Naruto-kun, Hinata replied. Naruto was doing so much to lift her spirits and had already done so much for her. Besides, you still need to save me from ramen deprivation. You're right to Bayo. Naruto beamed. I think I'll go lie down again, Hinata yawned. Okay, I'm going to clean the bathroom. It's, kind of a mess. I hope you haven't been too grossed out. Naruto rubbed the back of his head nervously. To be honest, I haven't noticed, Hinata admitted. Naruto wished her sweet dreams and immediately bolted for the hall closet where he kept his cleaning supplies. Naruto said a quick prayer to ask for the courage of the fourth Hokage and stepped into his bathroom. His best friend was a guest in his home and, damn it, Hinata deserved a clean bathroom. Disappointed in you, Naruto. Hinata practically leaped out of Naruto's bed at the sound of the voice. The word disappointed caused her newly applied seal to flare in phantom pain. I couldn't leave Hinata-chan alone, not after what happened, Naruto shot back. Hinata, for some reason, could practically see Naruto chewing his bottom lip. Wait, Hinata's here? Irika asked. Hinata recognized his voice. She wasn't ready to face anyone but Naruto-kun, but she knew Irika wouldn't judge her too harshly. Yeah, she's in my bed asleep, Naruto revealed and lowered his voice. We shouldn't wake her up. She needs her rest. She's had a horrible couple of days. Her clan is full of assholes. Language, Naruto, Irika chided. Naruto, did they seal her? Yeah. Naruto sounded so broken. You are keeping an eye on her, then? Irika questioned. I am. She's in my bed and I'm sleeping in my sleeping bag nearby in case she needs anything, Naruto explained. Naruto, let me know if you need anything, and if Hinata needs girl stuff, don't hesitate to go see Ayam-chan, Irika suggested. Okay, Irika-sensei. Hopefully, we'll be back soon, Naruto said with a bit of cheer. Hopefully. Again, if you two need anything, I'll help you out, Irika reiterated. Thanks boss, Naruto's voice was a bit distant and his thank you was followed by Naruto's door shutting. Hinata pulled the sheets in close. Irika-sensei was a very nice man and Naruto obviously trusted him. Hinata wasn't sure she knew Irika well enough to confide in her teacher. The only person she felt safe confiding in was Naruto. And Naruto-kun, Hinata breathed. What is it, Hinata-chan? Naruto's voice danced across the room. Immediately, Hinata pulled the covers tighter. She had said that, out loud. I was just, thank you, Hinata sputtered at first, but finished with the most confidence Naruto had heard from his best friend in nearly a week. You're welcome, but I know you'd help me out if I ever needed it, Naruto said softly as he sat on the corner of the bed. Naruto-kun, I've felt more welcomed in your home than I ever did with the Hyuga. I just wish I could stay here forever. Hinata didn't fight the words flowing from her mouth. She was speaking the truth from her heart and knew that Naruto needed to hear them. Thank you, Naruto responded. He had never felt so appreciated, so needed in his entire life. Do you need new bandages? And no, I am fine, Hinata replied. Alright, get some rest, Hinata-chan. I'll be back to check on you, probably with dinner, the young man said with a gentle smile. Hinata hummed comfortably and drifted back to sleep. Naruto quietly left the room and returned to his kitchen table. Irika-sensei had dropped off more than just classwork. He had dropped off Naruto's mail. The young man picked up the letter on top of the pile. Hinata-chan wants to stay with me. Lucky this came today of all days. Naruto said with a grin and grabbed a pen. The morning had started so well. Naruto had woken up really early and gotten ready for the academy. He had gently woken Hinata up as well. His day was made within 20 minutes of waking up when Hinata had said she was willing to go to the academy. Now, Naruto was faced with a situation he had no experience in. Hinata had asked if she could use Naruto's shower. Of course, Naruto had happily declared that she could use anything in his home. It was only when he heard the water turn on that Naruto realized the enormity of his declaration. The only solution Naruto could think of was to sit still and stare at the wall opposite from the bathroom. And Naruto-kun, is something wrong? Hinata asked and Naruto breathed a partial sigh of relief. Naruto had been so wrapped up in his thoughts that he hadn't heard her come out. And nothing. Naruto blurted out. He could feel the trickle of sweat running down the back of his neck. He was very nervous. The last thing Naruto wanted was for Hinata to think he was some kind of pervert. Naruto had a strong dislike for perverts after a situation he experienced when he was younger. He had come across a man harassing a young woman named Mariko. Naruto had even less social experience at the time, but even his 6-year-old self knew what was happening was wrong. He yelled at the man to let Mariko go. Naruto had gotten hit when he tried to physically step in. The man had run away before a pair of Uchiha military police arrived. The important thing was that Mariko hadn't been too badly hurt and that the man hadn't accomplished what he intended to accomplish. Mariko had thanked Naruto profusely and explained that the man was a pervert and a peeping Tom. At that moment, Naruto decided that perverts and peeping Toms were the enemy. After he told Mariko his decision, she had promised that she would do everything she could to help out Naruto. Mariko had claimed she couldn't do as much for Naruto as he deserved, but Naruto had never been one to turn down a display of kindness. Mariko was a seamstress and repaired, let out, and generally took care of Naruto's clothes for free. She had also helped Naruto pass the basic reading proficiency test during his first year at the academy. Naruto really missed her. Mariko had moved to Tanzaku quarters after she married a really nice guy. Naruto had given his approval in his own special way. He had graffitied "Congratulations Mariko and Yukio" on the abandoned building across from Mariko's shop. Naruto grinned at the memory. That was the only time his graffiti had been met with widespread acclaim instead of widespread derision. "Oh, you just seemed a bit nervous, that's all," Hinata said. "I was afraid I'd turn into a pervert while you were in the shower," Naruto thought, but didn't dare say out loud. "Nah. I'm perfectly fine," Naruto assured Hinata. I am ready to go. If you need to use the bathroom, it's free," Hinata told Naruto as she sat on the couch. He could only nod as he walked to the bathroom. He adamantly refused to look at his own shower. There was a naked girl in there. "I don't know if I should be doing a victory dance or ashamed that I want to do the victory dance." Naruto pushed the thoughts from his head as he washed his hands. At least Hinata-chan would be back at the academy. Who knows, I might even pay attention today, Naruto thought with a smirk. Naruto and Hinata went straight to the academy after leaving the apartment. Hinata had declined Naruto's suggestion that they stop by Ichiraku's for breakfast. She nearly had a panic attack at the thought of stepping outside her now very narrow comfort zone. Naruto could understand why Hinata was so afraid of opening up to people. He had gone through a similar phase after being kicked out of the orphanage. That had been a terrible experience, but Naruto couldn't imagine the pain he would have experienced if the caretakers at the orphanage had actually been Naruto's family. Naruto was deep in contemplation when he felt a most unexpected, but far from unwelcome, sensation. Hinata had felt the gaze of the few villagers up at this time of day upon her. In her desperation for a familiar and comforting presence, she had latched onto Naruto's arm. Hinata hadn't even realized her action for several moments. "That isn't bothering me, Hinata-chan," Naruto confessed when he felt Hinata try to pull away. "Heck, I'd pick you up and carry you if I knew it'd make you feel better." Hinata felt her cheeks heat up and she instinctively tightened her grip on Naruto's arm. The rest of the walk to the academy passed in a pleasant and peaceful silence. Nothing needed to be said. They had each other, and that was enough. Iruka had surprised the two wards of Konoha the second they had entered the classroom. He had told them to sit down before he went to the back of the room and shut the door. The teacher returned a few moments later and sat on the edge of his desk. "I've already altered the roll. It has even been approved by Hokage-sama. I'll be calling roll today, so you don't have to worry about anyone making a big deal about the situation," Iruka explained. Hinata barely nodded. Thank you, Iruka-sensei," Hinata whispered after a moment. "I will always do what I can to help my students." "I could never forgive myself if I failed one of you so completely," Iruka said with complete and total honesty. Hinata's mood brightened at the realization that someone other than Naruto could accept her, flaws and all. "You're awesome, Iruka-sensei." "Thanks," Naruto added. "You're welcome. I bet neither of you have had any breakfast," Iruka observed. Naruto and Hinata both shyly nodded. "Mizuki and the other teachers haven't arrived yet." Go and grab one pastry from the teacher's lounge. Just one, Naruto, the other teachers deserve to eat too. But none of them are as good as you. Maybe if they knew that they didn't get to eat because they were super boring, they'd shape up. Naruto explained. I'll recommend that punishment for substandard student interest to the Hokage at the next teacher review, Iruka deadpanned. See, Hinata-chan. That's why Iruka is the best. He actually listens to us. Naruto started babbling to Hinata as he guided her out of the room. Iruka chuckled as he realized he would actually have to speak with the Hokage about fostering greater student interest at the next academy review. What am I going to do with you, Uzumaki Naruto? Iruka asked rhetorically. The day went by quietly, much to Naruto and Hinata's relief. The pair paid attention in class and worked diligently. Hinata's work ethic was born of her own long-standing habits. Naruto paid attention just in case Hinata missed something. The pair was surprised at how quickly lunch seemed to arrive. Hey, Hinata-chan, I brought bentos from home, but I forgot drinks. What do you want? Naruto asked as they walked outside. Water, please, Hinata said gracefully. She felt confident around Naruto. Hinata knew that Naruto would never crush her under the weight of unreachable expectations. Sure. I'll be right back, Naruto said with a smile. Hinata nodded as she sat down on Naruto's swing. She hummed in rhythm with her light swings. It was relaxing, and she was beginning to understand why Naruto had retreated to this place so often. Hinata-chan. Ino and Sakura's shout drew Hinata out of her quiet contemplation. Immediately, the dread of being judged and rejected roared forward. Why yes? Hinata managed to ask. We're glad to see you back. Everyone was really worried about you, Sakura explained in a comforting tone of voice. Really? Hinata asked in surprise. Well, we were all worried, but Naruto was freaking out. I can't tell you how many times he would skip class only to be brought back by some angry member of your clan, Ino recounted. I think it happened 4 times. I am no longer Hyuga, Hinata barely whispered. Her eyes were beginning to well up with tears. Sakura was about to ask what Hinata meant. Ino cut her off with a shake of the head. Well, we are glad you are back. Anyway, Forehead and I just wanted to let you know, we're planning a get-together with some of the other girls. If you want to come, you are totally invited. I don't know. Hinata gulped. Oh, there isn't a date set yet, Sakura piped in. Ino Pig and I just started throwing the idea together a little while ago. I'll think about it, I'm still not sure about many things right now. Hinata took a pair of deep breaths to calm herself. That's okay. Forehead and I haven't nailed down the details yet. We do know there will be ice cream. Ino added. It helps when we lament about how Sasuke-kun hasn't noticed our obvious affections for him. And how mine are true love, Sakura said excitedly. While I dispute that last bit, because I am obviously Sasuke's true love, Forehead has a point. Ice cream helps ease the hurt that Sasuke is almost too cool and mysterious to acknowledge us, Ino nodded as if she had just proven a scientific fact. Don't you have the same issue with Sasuke-kun? Hinata stared blankly at Ino and Sakura for a moment. They are acting like everyone likes Sasuke-kun like they do. My issue with Sasuke-kun? Ino and Sakura both nodded. The two girls were eager to add more drama around the oh-so-mysterious and handsome Uchiha Sasuke. My issue with Sasuke-kun. Hinata started. In truth, she had several issues with Sasuke. The largest were that his eyes were as cold as those of the Hyuga elders. Hinata actually was afraid of his eyes. They were nothing like Naruto's eyes. Is that he isn't Naruto-kun? They are so cute, Ino cooed. Absolutely adorable, Sakura agreed completely. Hinata quickly realized what Sakura and Ino were insinuating and blushed furiously. Hey Sakura. Hey Ino. Naruto said as he handed Hinata her water. Hinata quietly thanked Naruto. The young man noticed that Hinata was observing something very interesting on the ground. He tried to find whatever had captured Hinata's attention, but couldn't find it. Naruto shrugged and chalked his inability to discover what had captured Hinata's attention to her much better eyes. Did I miss something? Oh, nothing, Sakura giggled a bit. Just a bit of girl talk, Ino explained. Please tell me you weren't bothering Hinata with that Sasuke-kun crap. You know she isn't a fangirl like the rest of you. Naruto groaned. Ino and Sakura rolled their eyes at Naruto's mocking emphasis on their typical reaction to Sasuke's name. We weren't bothering Hinata, and she made it clear on her own, thank you very much, Sakura giggled a bit more. Well, now that you're back, Naruto, we'll leave you two alone, Ino teased and playfully stuck her tongue out at Hinata. What was that all about? I'm not going to have to prank them back to the first Hokage for making fun of you, am I? Did they? Naruto started rambling on about stamping any teasing of Hinata once Ino and Sakura were out of earshot. And no, it was actually a very nice conversation, Hinata admitted to halt Naruto's budding rant. She wasn't going to mention that she had nearly cried. It wasn't Sakura or Ino's fault. They didn't know about her banishment. They were planning a get-together with some of the girls in the class. I was invited. That's cool. You should go, if you're feeling up to it, Naruto finished quickly. He instinctively knew that he shouldn't pressure Hinata. I'll think about it, Hinata nodded at Naruto. Got a question, what do you girls do at those things anyway? Do you sit around eating ice cream and stuff? Naruto questioned. Hinata was his window into the mysterious world of women and he was curious. I don't actually know. Well, I never had a chance to go to one before. But Ino-chan and Sakura-chan did mention ice cream. Huh. I knew it. I told Kiba ice cream would be involved in any girly get-together. I won the bet. Naruto fist pumped after swallowing a triumphant bite of rice. Hey, Hinata-chan, what should we do with the 20 Ryo we just won? Sensei? Hinata asked playfully. You really are a genius, Naruto said earnestly. Hinata smiled a bit at Naruto's comment. You smiled. Hinata started a bit at Naruto's unexpected exclamation. Her smile became a giggle when Naruto jumped up in the air and shouted progress. Her giggle became a laugh when Naruto broke out in a victory dance. You truly are my sunny place, Naruto-kun, Hinata thought behind her first real smile since her banishment. Naruto and Hinata shifted uncomfortably as they waited for Mizuki and Iruka to finish their conversation and for the rest of the class to leave. Hinata caught sight of Ino and Sakura leaving. The girls exchanged a friendly wave. Mizuki said his goodbyes to Iruka, Naruto, and Hinata. Hinata couldn't help but frown after Mizuki walked by. She had heard enough forced good cheer in her short life to realize Mizuki's insincerity. I hope your day went well. You two were awfully quiet, Iruka said comfortingly. We were paying attention. You're always telling us to be quiet during class. Why would we want to get into trouble? Well, unless I was trying to distract people from a prank. But we weren't. Naruto rambled. Iruka sighed and buried his face in his hands. Hinata, please help me keep Naruto in line. I sometimes think you are the only one he really listens to. Hinata nodded with a small smile gracing her lips. Naruto laughed at Iruka's exasperation. Moving on, how are you doing grocery-wise, Naruto? Iruka asked. We are doing fine. The only thing Naruto-kun is short on is fresh milk, Hinata informed Iruka. Iruka had begun the process of uncovering his face when he heard "we" leave Hinata's mouth. The teacher decided he didn't need light reaching his eyes for a few more seconds. I'm going to have to talk with Hokage-sama about this, Iruka wanted to laugh, but contained his desire. Instead, he reached in his drawer and pulled out a Ryo note. Pick up some fresh milk on the way back home. If there's anything else you need, let me, Tuchi-san or Ayam-chan know, Iruka said calmly. Thanks, Iruka-sensei. Naruto said excitedly. You're welcome, Naruto, Iruka said warmly. The teacher genuinely liked the boy. He just wished Naruto wasn't so unintentionally determined to turn all of Iruka's hairs gray. See you tomorrow, Iruka-sensei, Naruto laughed. Have a pleasant evening, Iruka-sensei, Hinata bowed as she wished her teacher good night. I'll stop by after preparations for the Chunin exams are over. Please, Naruto, do not antagonize the visiting shinobi, Iruka warned. But we have to let them know their villages suck compared to ours. Naruto sputtered. Hinata gaped. That could cause a war. Hinata squeaked in shock. Really? Naruto asked. Really, Iruka and Hinata said at the exact same time. Oh, that would suck. I'm glad you two told me that, Naruto laughed nervously as he rubbed the back of his head. Hinata, please teach our favorite Hokage aspirant the art of diplomacy, Iruka pleaded. Hinata nodded and giggled a bit. She felt so at ease around Naruto-kun and found that she was opening up to Iruka-sensei. She felt like she had just taken a step forward. The air was beginning to cool as summer gave way to autumn. Naruto had always liked autumn. The changing of the leaves was always amazing to him. He loved the colors, especially the orange. Hey, Hinata-chan, I've been thinking of something, Naruto blurted out. What is it, Naruto-kun? Hinata questioned softly. I want to take the graduation exam soon, Naruto turned to face Hinata. He saw a flash of panic in Hinata's eyes and quickly prepared an explanation. Not this one. The next one and… Naruto trailed off. I hope you'll consider taking it with me. There's no way I'd want to become a ninja without you. We make a great team. If we graduate together and get put on the same squad, we'll be Hokage in no time. Naruto shouted enthusiastically. And Naruto-kun, Hinata said after a moment. She was truly touched that Naruto had accepted her so completely and so soon. There can only be one Hokage. Hinata had never felt so comfortable around another person before. Before meeting Naruto, Ko had been her closest friend. However, the formality of the tutor-student relationship always kept them at arm's length. So, her willingness to be so playful with Naruto took her a bit off guard. Well, we'll be Kokage. Yeah, we'll be Kokage and get both our faces on the mountain. Then, everyone will have to realize how awesome we are. Naruto shouted excitedly as he revealed his new plan. I'll get the hat though, Hinata responded cheekily. What? I want the hat. I've always wanted the hat. Naruto whined. If you want it, you'll. Hinata smiled warmly and looked down. Have to catch me. Hinata looked up and tagged Naruto. The boy simply stared in shock. Hinata was feeling better faster than he had even dared hoped. That's cheating. He shouted after the retreating form of his best friend. We're going to be ninja. Hinata said over her shoulder. Naruto had gotten over his initial shock and was chasing after her. Hinata couldn't believe she having so much fun. She was smiling without fear for the first time in years. Naruto's acceptance had thrown open the doors of her cage. She knew that the only expectations Naruto had for her were her own. In that moment, Hinata decided to live instead of simply stumbling through life. She had just taken her first steps into a new world. She couldn't look back anymore. The academy was closed because of the approaching Chunin exams. Konoha cancelled classes so that students who were members of prestigious clans could be squirreled away until ANBU could put the visiting ninja under sufficient surveillance. Naruto, and students from civilian families, viewed the day very differently. The clans viewed the days leading up to the Chunin exams as a dangerous time rife with intrigue. The civilians and village wards viewed the break as a holiday. Hinata's only memory of the lead-up to a Chunin exam was her father instructing Ko to make sure Hinata did not leave the compound. So, when Naruto suggested they take advantage of the day off to train, Hinata was gripped with apprehension. We'll be fine, Hinata-chan. The training grounds are off-limits for foreigners, Naruto assured his best friend. Oh, right, she responded. Hinata knew that if any foreign ninja entered the training grounds, that they were likely spies and not actual participants. ANBU would likely stop them before they reached any Konoha citizens. Her hand had also instinctively found its way to her cursed seal. Once news of her banishment and sealing reached the other hidden villages, she would likely never be a target again. Well, not until I become Kokage with Naruto-kun, Hinata thought, and the happy daydream chased away her apprehension. So, what do you want to work on today? Naruto asked her as they finally found a training ground not in use. Hinata closed her eyes. I want to see how my Byakugan was affected by the S sealing. Hinata's newfound confidence took a serious hit when she mentioned her cursed seal and banishment. Alright, we can work on that. I don't know how I can help, but I'll be rooting for you. Naruto tried his best to cheer up Hinata. The former Hyuga heiress nodded and tentatively began her hand seals. As she finished the final seal, she whispered, Byakugan. There was no flash of pain or even failure. Instead, her field of vision expanded to practically 300 degrees, and she could see the rough outline of Naruto's chakra circulatory system. Hinata was thrilled that she could still use her Byakugan. She would without it. Hinata may no longer be Hyuga, but the Byakugan was still a source of pride. Still, she was disappointed that not only was her Byakugan's range not what it once was, the clarity of her vision had also deteriorated. I should have expected some side effects, Hinata thought glumly. Naruto-kun, I'm going to see how long I can keep my Byakugan active. I need to see if there were any other side effects. Naruto noticed how Hinata's voice trailed off when she danced around the subject of her seal. Hey, I remember Mizuki-sensei talking about how the Byakugan can see chakra. It can, Hinata confirmed. That's so cool. Could you watch me create a bunshin? Maybe we can find out where I'm screwing up. Naruto suggested. Hinata smiled at his enthusiasm. Alright, Naruto-kun. Try your best. Hinata encouraged Naruto. Naruto always tried his hardest to encourage her. Hinata believed it was her time to encourage Naruto. Thanks, Hinata-chan. Naruto replied as he flashed through the ram, snake and tiger seals. Bunshin no Jutsu. Naruto gazed hopefully at the cloud of chakra-infused smoke. Hinata, however, gazed at it with a strange mix of disappointment and awe. Naruto had failed to produce a bunshin, and Hinata finally realized why Naruto had failed. He was overloading the clones. Naruto-kun actually had more chakra than her father did. And Naruto-kun, it's incredible. Hinata said in awe. Naruto looked up and pouted. How can screwing up that bad be incredible? He asked with a bit of hurt in his voice. Hinata let out a small eek when she realized just how badly Naruto had misunderstood her. Though, she could understand how it had happened. Naruto couldn't see the world the same way Hinata could with her Byakugan. Her best friend couldn't see his chakra shimmering like a gem in the darkness. I didn't mean it like that. You just have so much chakra. You are overloading the clone, Hinata explained. She quickly thought of a way to explain what she was seeing. It is like putting too much air in a balloon. If you put too much air in it, it'll pop. Naruto's pout gradually disappeared. How much chakra do I have exactly? A lot. I've never seen anyone with this much chakra. You have more than my father. Hinata once again nearly lost control of her emotions. She could even feel tears well up in her eyes. Oh. Naruto's excitement died down as he saw the hurt in Hinata's eyes. It was strange seeing tears coming from an active Byakugan. The Byakugan looked so powerful normally, but the tears made it look equally as vulnerable. Naruto was infinitely relieved when Hinata wiped away the tears. What should I do? Hinata was grateful to turn her thoughts away from the Hyuga clan. She thought about a solution to the problem. Her thoughts wandered towards the graduation requirements. She knew Naruto could perform a henge with almost trivial ease. Naruto-kun won't have any trouble with that. He can pass the academic test easily when he applies himself. The only reason his grades are so low is because he skips class. Naruto-kun's taijutsu is also good. The only people he has trouble fighting against are Sasuke-kun and Kiba-kun. He'll pass that part of the exam without a doubt. I've seen him do the Kawarimi no Jutsu. I can't believe the bunshin will keep him from succeeding. All he has to do is create a minimum of 3. Wait. Hinata ran through the various graduation requirements in her head. Naruto-kun, why are you only trying to create a single clone? Hinata asked. Naruto cocked his head to the side as he thought of an answer. I dunno. Iruka-sensei once said it would help with my chakra control, Naruto revealed. Can you create more than one bunshin? Hinata asked. Maybe, I've never tried. I've always been focused on creating one. I always thought if I could do one, I could work my way up to 3, Naruto chewed Hinata's idea over in his mind. Hinata acknowledged that Naruto had a good point. That was the way the academy recommended learning the bunshin and reaching the minimum requirements. However, no academy student ever had as much chakra as Naruto. You have so much chakra, it might be easier to create as many clones as you possibly can, Hinata suggested. It was impossible to miss the excitement in her voice. She was curious to see just how many bunshins Naruto could create. It would also give her another chance to watch Naruto mold his chakra. It was, in a word, beautiful. Okay, Hinata-chan. Prepare to be amazed. Naruto said triumphantly. Bunshin no jutsu. Naruto's shout was followed by several puffs of smoke. Hinata smiled broadly as she watched chakra spiral out of a strange chakra pathway on Naruto's stomach. Her smile transitioned into an open-mouthed expression of joy. Naruto had created 12 bunshins, and several managed to remain standing for at least a moment. 2 were perfect examples of the art. The others were far less perfect. Naruto had overloaded 6 of the bunshins. They were identical to all of Naruto's previous attempts. The final 4 flickered for a moment before failing. It was strange, but Naruto had failed to put enough chakra into those particular attempts. I made a good bunshin. I did it. I'll be able to graduate. We'll be on the same team. Naruto shouted and jumped around in pure joy. Hinata deactivated her Byakugan. The strain had been growing steadily, and she was feeling the effects. Naruto-kun, should we take a break? Naruto looked up at the sky and noticed it was approaching noon. A break sounds good, I'm a bit hungry. I got an idea. What is it? Hinata asked, though she knew the food Naruto was going to suggest. Let's go to Ichiraku. I know you're probably sick of ramen, but I am Oni-chan and Old Man Tuchi are really good people, Naruto said with a soft smile. Hinata returned the smile and nodded. She was aware that Naruto was not close to many people. In fact, she could likely count the number on one hand, even if she included herself. Iruka-sensei's kind words had shown Hinata that Naruto's precious people could accept her as well. It would be nice to start building new friendships. I'd love to, Naruto-kun, Hinata agreed. Awesome. Hey, Hinata-chan? Naruto asked as he walked beside Hinata. What is it, Naruto-kun? Hinata asked as she rubbed away some of the pressure in her temples. She could barely remember the last time she had used her dojutsu so extensively. Do you think we'll see any foreigners? Hinata chewed the inside of her cheek a bit. Maybe, Naruto-kun. I bet we could take them, Naruto declared in a voice full of bravado. Hinata giggled at her best friend's antics. Ichiraku was busy when Naruto and Hinata arrived. All of the stools were occupied by harried civilians or Konoha ninja. Hinata shrank behind Naruto a bit. Crowds and strangers still caused a sense of panic to well up inside of her. A pair of civilians got up from their stools and exited the ramen stand. The pair stopped and stared at Naruto and Hinata for a heartbeat. How did that get a pretty girl? One of the men asked. Hinata frowned at the cruelty in the voice. Why are they talking about Naruto-kun like he isn't a person? I've heard civilians talk about Naruto-kun before and I've never understood their hate, Hinata thought sadly. She even recalled a time where a civilian woman had compared Naruto to the Kyuubi. Strangely, Naruto didn't seem to notice or, as Hinata preferred to believe, was strong enough to ignore the unbecoming comments. Naruto-kun. How are you enjoying your day off? I am greeted one of her favorite customers. It's great. Hinata-chan helped me figure out how to make an actual bunshin. Naruto revealed excitedly. You finally made a full bunshin? I am asked in surprise. Naruto nodded enthusiastically. Well, I think I'll throw in a little extra pork to celebrate. Ayam laughed at Naruto's excited whoop. She flipped a strand of hair out of the way, and finally noticed someone was with Naruto. Who's your friend, Naruto-kun? Ayam smile and emphasis on friend caused Naruto to feel a bit of heat in his cheeks. Hey, I am Wani-chan, this is Hinata-chan, Naruto quickly introduced the girls to each other. And Hinata, this is Ayam Wani-chan. Pleased to meet you, Hinata-san, Ayam began politely. I know what Naruto-kun wants for lunch. How about you? I'll have what Naruto-kun is having, Hinata replied as Naruto helped Hinata to her seat. Alright. I'll get right on it, Ayam said as she started to head to the back. Oh, and Naruto-kun, for being such a gentleman, I won't use my ladle. Yes. Naruto reached for the sky in triumph. Today was getting better by the second. Ladle? Hinata asked in confusion. The confusion doubled when Naruto flinched. Ayam turned around and grinned. My secret weapon. If Naruto-kun ever starts giving you trouble, say, like forgetting your birthday, I'll teach you how to use it. Nothing gets Naruto-kun to behave like that ladle. You wouldn't give Hinata-chan the ladle, would you? Naruto gulped. Best not forget any birthdays then. Ayam said in a sing-song voice. Naruto only nodded at 100 miles per hour. He didn't trust his voice. Some friend I am, I don't think I know Hinata-chan's birthday. If I admit that now, I'll definitely get the ladle. Ayam brought out Naruto and Hinata's ramen. Sue, today seems like it's full of big steps for you, Naruto-kun. First, you create a working bunshin, then you bring a girl to meet the family. What? Naruto and Hinata dropped their chopsticks. I see, you two are keeping things secret, Ayam teased. The ramen cook watched the pair eat their meal and failed to contain her amusement as the couple stole the occasional glance at each other. Hinata and Naruto finished their meal quickly. The meal had passed in a somewhat awkward silence. Ayam's teasing had caught them a bit off guard, but they both knew it was good-natured and not mean-spirited. Thanks for lunch, Wani-chan. Naruto said while paying the bill. It was delicious, thank you very much, Hinata agreed. You're welcome, you too. Oh, and Hinata-chan, Ayam replied warmly. Hinata looked up when she heard the change in honorific. Don't hesitate to keep Naruto-kun in line. Hinata felt her cheeks heat up again when Ayam winked at her. Naruto missed the playful teasing and waited for Hinata to finish thanking Ayam. So, Hinata-chan, what do you want to work on next? Naruto asked with a grin. I think we should take a minute before getting back to training. But I'd like to work on improving my throwing accuracy, Hinata suggested. Naruto chewed his lip. Great minds think alike. Hinata-chan. Naruto. Sakura called out from across the street. Naruto and Hinata turned towards their classmate. The pinkette came to a halt with a grin on her face. Oh, hey Sakura, Naruto greeted nonchalantly. How are you, Sakura-chan? Hinata was decidedly more enthusiastic. I'm fine. How has your day off been? Sakura asked warmly. It's been great. Hinata-chan and I have done a bunch of training, Naruto revealed. Naruto-kun is right. We've accomplished a great deal, Hinata smiled. We were just taking a break before going to practice with our shuriken and kunai. Sakura blinked a few times. But today is our day off. Well, Naruto-kun and I are going to graduate early. If we are going to fulfill this dream, we are going to have to work very hard, Hinata stated resolutely. Naruto's eyes became a bit misty and he was nearly overwhelmed by the urge to hug Hinata and just start crying. He fought that off, if just barely. It wasn't manly to cry in public. The last thing Naruto would ever want is for Hinata to think he was flaky. Besides, what are the odds pretty girls like Hinata-chan and Sakura would ever go for a flaky guy? Naruto thought with a chuckle. Oh, that's amazing. I don't think I'm ready to graduate just yet. I hope you two make it. Sakura brightened noticeably as she moved away from her self-doubt. If you are going to try to graduate early, it's even more important that I give this to you, Hinata-chan. Sakura handed over an invitation. Hinata graciously accepted. Thank you, Sakura-chan. Well, it was great seeing you too. I've got to go to the market for my family, Sakura said. Yeah, it was nice seeing you too. Naruto said with genuine warmth this time. Anyone who treated Hinata kindly was okay in his book. Sakura waved before heading towards Konoha's market district. Naruto and Hinata waved back. As the pair headed back to the training grounds, Naruto took the opportunity to speak. I really think you should go. Oh really? Hinata asked. Yeah. They took the time to make an actual invitation. It'd be fun, Naruto encouraged. If you say so, Hinata agreed. Naruto was probably right. Hinata had actually always wanted to go to one of these get-togethers. However, the unbearable pressures of her old life prohibited such frivolities. So, want to make our shuriken training a contest? Naruto decided to change the subject. Contest? Hinata questioned. Yeah, whoever gets a higher score gets to choose where we eat tonight. Naruto jumped in front of Hinata. The young woman laughed at Naruto's excitement. She treasured Naruto's enthusiasm and friendship. Hinata decided to have fun with Naruto. His expectations were completely different than the Hyuga's expectations. I will try to choose a restaurant that isn't too expensive. Huh. I knew my warrior princess was still there somewhere. Naruto said without thinking. A moment later, both aspiring ninja blushed furiously. I can't believe I said that out loud. Naruto thought in a near panic. His warrior princess? Hinata thought through a blissful haze. What training ground are we going to use? Think the range behind the academy is open. Naruto shuffled his feet as he spoke. He wasn't sure what was causing his nervousness, but Naruto was convinced that he would never be bored with Hinata. The next few days passed in relative peace. Naruto was pleased that Hinata wasn't tossing and turning in her sleep as much. The academy was also going well. Iruka had kept Hinata's exile from becoming gossip. Ami had tried to force an answer out of Hinata, but her attempts had been stopped quickly. Naruto had stepped in and scared off Ami with a vicious glare. Other than that rough patch, all was well. Hinata continued to do well academically. Naruto had even shocked a few of the teachers with his academic improvement. The week closed on a high note as Naruto had gotten high marks on a quiz. In fact, only Sasuke, Sakura, Ino, and Hinata had gotten higher grades than Naruto. I totally aced that quiz. I couldn't have done it without you, Hinata-chan. Naruto fist pumped as they exited the academy. You studied very hard, Naruto-kun. I'm proud of you, Hinata said after a dainty giggle. Naruto's zest for life always lifted her spirits. Thanks, Hinata-chan. So, what ice cream are you hoping for? It'd be great if there was a cinnamon roll flavored ice cream, Hinata said with a smile, but it faded a hair. The Hyuga weren't fans of non-traditional foods. Naruto hated hearing Hinata so down, but he was glad that Hinata no longer broke into tears at the mention of the Hyuga. I bet we could figure out a way to make it. That would be awesome. It would, Hinata agreed. Naruto nodded and noticed that Ino and Sakura were rushing up to meet them. Hey ladies, the lone male in the small group said with a wave. Hello Naruto. Hello Hinata-chan, Ino greeted the couple. I'm so glad that quiz is over, Sakura piped up. It was a hard one, but you all did awesome. You girls are a lot smarter than most of the guys, Naruto admitted. Forehead, I think Hinata's landed the second best guy in the class, Ino said approvingly. El landed? Hinata sputtered. Naruto, for his part, was simply confused. Ino, Hinata-chan and Sakura were speaking girl. Naruto considered girl to be a foreign language. A distant second, but it's hard to compete with Sasuke-kun. I'd say that Hinata-chan has done pretty well for herself, Ino pig, Sakura agreed. Ino and Sakura knew it was a bit unfair to tag team Hinata like this, but it was all in good fun. And if they could kickstart an adorable romance, so much the better. I'd say so. Ino agreed enthusiastically. Come on, let's go to the market. We have ice cream to buy. Ino led the way and waved her fist in the air. Sakura laughed and pushed Hinata after Ino. Naruto smiled softly as he saw Hinata look over her shoulder. Bye Hinata-chan. Have fun. Oh, don't forget to see if the store has that ice cream we were talking about. Naruto shouted before Hinata got too far away. His smile brightened as Hinata waved back. Naruto watched the girls disappear around a corner before deciding to go see if Iruka-sensei would let him watch the Chunin exam finals. He made it a few feet before he saw Tobio glaring at him. Naruto didn't even bother hiding his annoyance. He may look a bit like Iruka-sensei, but he's nothing like Iruka-sensei. Naruto felt a grimace find its way to his face as he completed the thought. Man, I can't wait until you and Sasuke-sama just quit or graduate early, Tobio snapped. Naruto raised an eyebrow. There was no way in hell Naruto would ever quit. Naruto had also seen Sasuke training nearly every day. There was no way Sasuke would ever quit either. Tobio's statement further convinced Naruto that the other boy was an idiot. As long as you two are here, no one even stands a chance at getting the girl's attention. Naruto smirked. I'm sorry, I can't hear you over the sound of how jealous you are, Naruto finished with a dismissive wave as he walked toward Iruka. The boy wouldn't deny that a part of him wanted to deck Tobio. However, Naruto knew that Iruka-sensei, Hinata-chan, Old Man Tuchi and Ayamone-chan would be disappointed if Naruto gave in to Tobio's taunting. So, as Old Man Tuchi was fond of saying, Naruto decided to be the bigger man. He simply walked away. Naruto found Iruka-sensei filing away the day's quizzes. Naruto sat on the edge of the front desks and waited for Iruka to finish. The teacher smiled as he closed the drawer. You did great today, Naruto, Iruka congratulated his student. Thanks, Iruka-sensei. Naruto responded warmly. I bet you want ramen to celebrate? Iruka chuckled. Naruto rubbed the back of his neck as he laughed along with his teacher. Actually, I was wondering if you could take me to the Chunin exam finals. I'd love to see real ninja go at it. Naruto said excitedly. Iruka ran his thumb along the scar that dominated his face. I think that can be arranged. The first round is tonight. I'll come by to take you at 7, Iruka said with a nod. Awesome. You're definitely one of the best, boss. One of the best, and Naruto? Iruka's smile broadened at Naruto's declaration. Oh yeah. You're up there with Old Man Hokage, Ayamone-chan, Old Man Tuchi and Hinata-chan on the list of coolest people ever. Naruto smiled. The teacher and the student parted ways. Naruto walked at a leisurely pace back to his apartment. He reached his home and hummed as he unlocked the door. Man, I'm looking forward to getting the bed back for a night. Naruto shouted to himself. He tossed his bag onto the kitchen table and made a beeline to the bedroom. Naruto forced a smile as he flopped backwards on the bed. It was as comfortable as he remembered, but something was wrong. He sat up and looked over to the sleeping bag. Naruto had gotten used to sleeping there while Hinata took the bed. Suddenly, Naruto realized a profound truth. His home felt very empty without Hinata. This was all for now. Thank you for watching, I hope you liked it and that you will be back for more. Please like, share and subscribe. See ya.